Hey guys, it's your girl Fats. Surprise! Look at who I have here. Hi. Yes, so you probably know at this point that she is here, and I couldn't be more excited. This is Paisley Mickenna Jolie McLean, and she was born May 31st at 4:26 a.m. via cesarean section. This is day 3 in the hospital. Going on day 3, let's see, Sunday, Monday, today is Tuesday. 2.5, 3. I'm doing fairly well. I just got up for the first time yesterday. Oh, did I tell you she weighed 5 pounds, 7 ounces, and was 18.25 inches long? So let me tell you real quick what happened. So remember last Tuesday when they did, a week ago today, they did the iron infusion. I'm sorry, not the iron. Yeah, they did that horrible iron infusion, and I had that allergic reaction. They also tried to do the external cephalic version, which failed. After then, I was still sore out of it. I was calling out of work, like, I don't have any energy, just laying around, and was just sore and just having Braxton Hicks. And by that time, I was just like over it. She's never going to turn, and so I just pretty much gave up on trying to get her to turn. However, let me see, Saturday night, well, Friday and Saturday, I had Braxton Hicks. That was followed by back spasms. And I was talking to my sister and my sister-in-law about it, and I was like, my back hurts every time I have a Braxton Hicks. And I'm just like laying around in the bed and just, tired. And my sister-in-law was like, you could be in labor. And I was like, nah, it doesn't feel that bad, And my sister was like, I had back labor, and she went on to proceed to tell me her horrible experience of having back labor during one of her pregnancies and how awful it was. But, I just tolerated it and laid in the bed all day Thursday, half the day Friday. Saturday, just, got up and went out and grabbed 2 more items for Miss Paisley, and didn't go get everything because I felt still tired and, was just ready to get back home and do nothing. Got up about 1 o'clock in the morning after going to bed and finally going to sleep. Got up to go to the bathroom and went to pee and sat down and peed and got up and was like, yes, I can go back to bed because I was extremely sleepy. I was sleeping good. And got back into bed and noticed that I was starting to have some discharge. And I was like, oh, let me get up and, switch pads out or whatever. And as soon as I walked in the bathroom, my water broke. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? My water just broke, really. So I woke my husband up and I was like, hey, guess what? My water just broke. And he was like, here we go again. And so I started getting nervous because I knew that because my water had broken, that contractions were going to start coming within the next 20 to 30 minutes. So I started getting things prepared. My bags were already packed. The only ones that weren't packed were bags for the boys. I hadn't packed them a bag, and I called my sister and told her, hey, I'm in labor. And she was like, no way. And I was like, way. And proceeded to get ready to go to the hospital. So you guys, got ready to go to the hospital, loaded the boys up, dropped the boys off at my sister's house. She took us to the hospital, me and my husband. And how about when I got here, they had to check anyway just to make sure, do a cervix exam. And how about your girl was 8 centimeters dilated? I was like, OMG, I'm 8 centimeters. You mean to tell me if this chick would have been head down, I could have went ahead and had her vaginally. I might not have been able to have anything for for pain, but you know, I'm kind of glad I didn't get to experience that. But they started taking my vitals. My blood pressure had elevated. Never had high blood pressure. Blood pressure had elevated, and I had 3 or 4 different people talking to me at once because my labor was progressing, and they could still feel her bottom, her little booty, when they did the cervix check. So they finally got me back in OR, and I was nervous as all get out because I was dreading having a cesarean and just terrified of what life would be like afterwards. I wasn't necessarily nervous about the procedure, just the home life after the fact, and I'll talk about that in another video. But they got me in there, and they started getting ready to apply the epidural, the spinal. Y'all, they stuck me 4 times because my spine has rotated. They asked me, do you have a history of scoliosis? I was like, no. They were like, well, your spine is rotated. I could not believe it. And so they stuck me quite a bit to try to find the spot to put the epidural. And that last time he was like, if this doesn't work, then we're going to have to put you out all the way. And I started becoming terrified because I hate being put under. And that last time, they finally got it and set me up and brought my husband in and put the sheet up, and I heard them counting all the tools and etc. And they got me strapped in. I got the shakes and oxygen and everything else. They brought my husband in, and he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him like, can you believe this is happening right now? And, of course, they did the test, the poke test, to make sure I couldn't feel anything. And then a few minutes later, or less than a minute later, I heard them say incision. And I'm like, incision? I didn't feel a thing. And next thing I know, I heard her cry. And I was like, oh, my baby. Do you hear her? That was just awesome. The most loving sound that you'll ever want to hear in the operating room, or in general, just the birth of your child and hear your baby cry for the first time. And like I said, she weighed 5 pounds 7 ounces, and I'm still recovering here at the hospital. And now they're talking about doing a blood transfusion because my iron is so low. I'm still extremely tired. Yesterday was my first day getting up to walk, so I'm able to walk from here to the bathroom. They want me to do a lap or 2 today just to get, flowing. Right now, for pain management, I'm on Percocets and Motrin, and I'm talking a little slow. They just gave me a dosage at like 6:30. Yeah, so I'm going to be dozing off here in a few. But I wanted you to meet Miss Paisley and let you know that she has arrived, saying I'm still a stubborn diva. Yeah, and nursing is not going too well. My milk supply hasn't come in yet, but what she's getting, I don't think she's getting enough. She's lost 7 ounces so far, but just waiting on my milk to come in. They're talking about supplementing. I want to be exclusive, but if I have to for her, then of course I will. They're also talking about a blood transfusion, either today or tomorrow. But I just wanted to say hi and introduce you to our little girl, Paisley Mickenna Jolie. And yeah, she's here. And she's precious. And I just wanted to let you guys know. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.